Hey everyone, just wanted to go over a couple plays from today. Again, it's been really hard for me to trade and take trades because I'm always in class when the market opens, which really sucks, and I cannot wait to go back to the US to be on a normal schedule with classes in the afternoon away from the market open. But anyway, I still like to recap my possible trades and what I would have taken during the day. So let's just get right into it. All right, so first and foremost, we have Dash. The level I had was 203. If we look on it on a bigger picture, we kind of had this trend line here, this little baby trend line here, as well as this 203 level. It was very, very clean, very, very perfect. I really liked it. You could see that 203 has been a solid level in the past, and a really good level here. It's literally hit it to nearly the penny all three times a couple days ago or last week, and was looking for a break of this trend line, could possibly front run it and take a break of this trend line with volume, or 203. So you can see that here we had a break of this trend line. We had a bounce here, kind of like a little bit of 5-minute RBNR. Volume was dead though, so probably would not have taken this trade until about here. So as soon as I see this little flag break here and volume start to pick up or increase, maybe enter here at 10 or 10:05, front running this 203 level if I liked it enough, but most likely I probably would have taken the trade right at 10:10. So probably right as we were breaking this 203 level, 10:15, we had a great volume through this level. A little bit of selling pressure, which was fine, but obviously the plan would have been a 5-minute close or a week close below 203. But obviously I would have held until the target of 205, which would have been a beautiful, beautiful trade, and that would have worked out very nicely. Would have been up nicely on the day. So very straightforward trade. Literally just volume increasing above or as we approached this level, broke it, held value, pushed up, and buyers rewarded us. Excuse me. Next trade that I wanted to look at was on Roku, and Roku was an interesting plan. So I liked this demand zone. It was a multi-frame or multi-time frame demand zone. You could see it a little clearer on a 1-hour time frame. You could see that we had this beautiful move, and I really liked that this is a key area of support here, key area of buyers here. So I would like to see this area defended and push up, which is exactly what happened. You could have gotten long as soon as we tapped this here with volume with this nice little lower wick, and got long around here with a stop loss below this candle, or maybe 307, 306.5, wherever you feel as if the chart would invalidate the setup. I most likely would have gotten long around here, double bottom probably right at this 1045 candle. Not the most aggressive move out of this demand, but it's a double bottom. We would have moved up a couple dollars or a couple points, and it would have been a decent trade. Not the most rewarding, but it would have been a decent trade as well. So that's on Roku. A little bit hard to trade Roku, so a little bit lower quality given the market and the conditions, but this is definitely still a valid setup with proper risk management. The next two setups I want to talk about is PayPal. PayPal is pretty interesting. I noticed this intraday kind of setup. I was looking at this 225 level to get long. Really not a fan of earnings coming up, so that's why I haven't taken a position on PayPal. We've got earnings on Monday, but you can see all this huge volume flooding in, consistent volume. But this is a huge, nice play. I think a good swing would have been at 225, but again, I didn't want to call the bottom, so just not my style. But definitely watching this and just kind of paper trading, paper watching. But anyway, we saw this intraday support and resistance. We had to break out of this range. A break either way would have signified a big move, which is exactly what I was looking for. If I was at my desk, I actually made this sort of support and resistance right around, it was about right here at 1 o'clock, right before I had to go to class. And then I saw in class that we had a beautiful, beautiful move out of this range. And you can tell because we had increasing volume above this 227.5 level. Really wish that this happened tomorrow or at a point where I could have traded it, but not the case. And a great move up to 230 where the target would have been, and just immediately would have been rewarded. So another beautiful trade. It's just literally all it is, volume. Increase in volume, break above a level, boom, that's it. ULTA, another really cool name. Another really solid play on this one. Very clear resistance here at this 373.5, 374-ish area, or even 375 area. So anything in that area you could have gotten long. I highlighted a spot where I would have gotten long, which would have been as soon as I saw this gap. You can clearly tell that buyers are in control here and just pushing it above and maintaining value. We have increasing volume, not the best volume by any means. This really sucked, but it worked out, again, because it is ULTA. Not obviously, you're not going to get this crazy volume, but definitely more significant than other days, to say the least, a little bit, somewhat. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But you can see that this gap represents buyer's strength, and I would have taken this and we would have paid immediately. So it would have been a beautiful, beautiful trade above this 374.5 area, which is exactly where I would have gotten long, and pushed above, and boom, we had this nice little rocket ship technique as well. I preached that setup and it works out a lot. So it was a beautiful, beautiful trade. Just wish I was here to trade today because quite a few winners. But now it's just all about executing and continue to review these trades and just capitalize on them when I do get a chance to trade. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys learned something.